Episode 2. Hello everyone, welcome to or back to How It's Made, a series based on the art I create for multiple artists' same prompt videos made by Professor Sir. If you have not yet watched episode 1, I highly suggest watching that first and then coming back here. I'll give you a few seconds. Alright, the rest of you that stayed, I cut that out. Today's video will be on image 2, so let's get into it. Like I said in the first episode, the first 3 images are connected, sort of like comic style. Starting off with the sketch, we'll be starting off with the pumpkin again, however from a further viewpoint, and I'm going to be drawing in 2 more characters this time. We of course will have Star because she is connected to Ghost, and a maybe familiar face depending on if you watched my very first video. There was a frame where I showed this character, however YouTube quality decided to kind of just not happen, but portrayed basically as my editor, if only I had an editor. These 2 characters are also both from Gen 5, same as Ghost, however, these 2 are actually canon to the main series that I have created. And the name of this character is Sky. And yes, I know, it's not female hair, I promise. He is a guy. I'm working on it, okay? I can't do male long hair and not make it look like a female yet, okay? I'm working on it. But the main 3 for this page is Star, Sky, and Ghost. And as you can tell from the sketch, it's kind of supposed to be like a selfie. Star's posing in a cute little peace sign. Sky's in the back. Ghost inside the pumpkin, giving that little cheeky grin. It's also because this was drawn in October, meant to be more Halloween vibes, if you hadn't picked up on that from the prompt alone. So Star is dressed up in her own Halloween costume, which if you're wondering, no, isn't a specific character, but I was kind of sort of going for Demon Slayer vibes with the basic uniform and articles of clothing that I don't know the name of and I'm too scared to attempt, and a nice big bun on her head with a cute little bow. Sky, on the other hand, I didn't really give a costume before. I debated doing a sort of funny "this is my costume" on his turtleneck, but decided, you know what, just let it be. So they're posing. I'm guessing Star has a phone. So they're posing for the pumpkin, just taking a quick cute little photo. Like the first episode, I will give you a little bit of lore on the characters. Now for Star, she is me, I am her. I don't really, she doesn't have a whole lot of lore.
She's lying.
Totally. As for Sky, Sky is actually a very complicated character in the sense that he has a lot of family stuff. Sky is adopted into a fairly wealthy family who do love and care about him a lot. We don't talk about before. We don't talk about that. It's a bit dark. I can see you! I'm recording! What do you want? How long were you standing there? Anyways, moving on. Both Star and Sky are worker drones. So they have a normal worker drone part. For the most part, that stands true for the most part, totally. See, when it comes to Sky and Star's lore, I'm not sure how much I don't know how much I want to say, cause you guys can go a bit crazy sometimes. Just a little crazy. Doing the hair color now, and ooh, I want to eat this hair color. It is so edible. I want to eat the art. Sky also has a sibling, or well, siblings, depending on what time period, but siblings that he's still around, just one. And that would be his little sister named Quinn, which is her nickname. Her real name is Quintessa. Don't worry about who his mom is. 5th gen is definitely a more modern time period in the story. There are definitely varying time periods that kind of mesh, but I blame that on the amount of stories I take in from the internet and basically have just said, yeah, I'll take a little bit of everything, which is why it gets very confusing when you try to make a timeline for it. Added these little white scribbles to kind of make it look like the bow had more lacy texture on it, adding all the shading, I will say, I always enjoy doing all the shading and really bringing the image to life. One of the hardest things to do for me is just getting the outline to look nice. Although rendering has its struggles as well, but I think it works fairly well. Editing me here from several months later, this in fact does not stand true. Her joy of rendering will be cut short for a period of time. I also wanted Ghost to glow a bit from the pumpkin because her apparition does in fact glow, though that was really tricky to accomplish, and so I kind of just opted for filling in the places that were cut out with just a blue tone. And yes, I know that Ghost's hair should technically poke out where the eyes are, but you know, it doesn't matter. Some of you wouldn't have even known if I didn't say it, but here we are. I also went in and added some trees to the background just to try to make the green look a little more natural. Started adding the lighting, making sure everything has its shadows and glowing, specifically on hair and visors. Added in my signature, which I totally didn't copy and paste from the last one. And there we go. That's the second image to the 4 that I completed for October's multiple artist same prompt video. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of How It's Made. If you did enjoy it, please feel free to leave a comment. I like to know your thoughts on the videos, as well as leave a like. And with that, I will see you all hopefully very soon. Until then, enjoy the rest of your day or night. Goodbye!